Hey YouTube land, this is Tycanders doing another action figure review. Now before I proceed, just want to say these reviews are intended for collectors over the age of 13 plus, even though I know the item that I'm reviewing is for ages below it, but just to abide by the COPA rules and the FCC rules that these reviews are intended for people over 13, and if you need to get permission to ask to watch the video, do so. So hopefully I'm putting this up at the right time. So happy New Year's everyone. Let's hope 2021 is better than the dumpster fire that was 2020, and hopefully we can get a handle on this whole COVID thing, if depending on where you are in the world. Hopefully we can get a handle on this, and hopefully this vaccine that they're talking about will actually do what it's supposed to. I know there's lots of people out there that don't believe in it and don't think it's real and all this sort of stuff, so whatever floats your boat. I've said my bit, and let's hope 2021 is better than 2020. So I was planning on doing kind of a big multi-figure review, but I think I'll just keep it simple for this one. So I'm going with the Spinmasters Caped Crusader Catwoman. Now I did pick up a whole bunch of other Spinmasters figures. Again, I was going to review a whole bunch of them together, but I think for time constraints, and just to get this video up there for the new year, for the first day of 1st of January for 2021, hopefully this is when you're watching this video, I'm just going to concentrate on Catwoman, mainly because I have other Catwomen figures, so I can do a comparison with some of the other ones. So before I get on to the figure, I will go on about the packaging. So she comes in the standard DC series Spinmasters DC Cape Crusader packaging, with the mystery boxes at the side, which I've already opened because she's out of the packaging. You can see inside there's a collector card, which is her and Batman. Flipping around to the back of the box, there is nothing about the character, just what mission will you get. It's contents: 1 figure and 3 accessories. As far as I know, I think the American versions of these boxes still has like an image of the figure. Some of my earlier sets actually had a picture of the character on the back of the box and just didn't go straight into all the legalese stuff, but these European ones tend to do this. I picked this up at Tesco of all places. I wasn't even expecting them to have anything. I didn't even go in looking for figures. I just happened to be in there because I was killing time and managed to pick up her. Red Hood Robin, or the Hooded Red Robin, King Shark with kind of blue paint apps on it and the hammerhead style head. And I also picked up Batwoman, the kind of was it Kate Kane style Batwoman. And I also managed to get the Swamp set, which is what I was all going to review at the same time, but I think I'll just keep it simple. So because I've already gotten her accessories out, she comes with a few accessories which are quite cool. And now, just before I go on with the accessories, you also get the pamphlet that shows you which mission this is. And from what I can see, it looks to be like a street, Gotham City street mission. I'm not sure if it even says what the missions are. Urban armor, it says. So she comes with the whip, the red gauntlets, and a white version of the thing for Batman. It is definitely a Batman. Yeah, Street Defender is the mission actually. So her accessories. Now when I first got this out of the box, I thought something had done a poop on it. It looks like a bird poop on the whip. It's this white little splotch. The entire whip is black plastic except for this tiny white splotch on the bottom of the whip. I thought it was some sort of paint mistake or something like that, but when I got the other ones out, you can see they're supposed to have this weathered, dirty look to them. The Batman one is quite cool. It's actually a 2-piece. It's designed to plug into his back, and if I grab a Batman, if I can get one, where did I put Mr. Batman? Bear with me a second. Here's the one from the Swamp set. You see it's designed to plug into his back and it fits over his shoulder, or if you don't want it over his shoulder, it actually has a handle Now I know this is going to be a bit tricky. His hand is a bit solid. It is designed so you can put it into his hand. Unfortunately, it's very cold over here at the moment and the plastic has gotten a bit solid. So there you go, you can actually see he can hold it. I'll get more into that in the review for him when I get around to him. And it is quite a cool accessory. Kind of reminds me of the Predator shoulder cannon. And the other thing she comes with are these cat claws. Again, they have the dirty, manky kind of look to them. It looks like someone dropped them in mud or just, you know, put oil on them. The earlier accessories, I remember being all clean. They didn't have this kind of gunky stuff on them. It looks like they kind of mixed the plastics when they were molding them, and hence why they, you know, using recycled plastics, they kind of made a fudge up on them. So, just to give an example of what I mean, some of the earlier weapons, like this one, this is from the Swamp set. It's a just translucent green, so you don't have any of that crap on it. And even the ones, some of the ones that came with Catwoman, this is one of her claw things, or the, you know, sickle type weapons. It doesn't actually have any damaging looking paintwork on it. So in order to put the claws on Catwoman, you just pop them into her hand. She actually holds them with the handles underneath. So it's not the best of gimmicks. In fact, I think I might have put the wrong one on the wrong hand. Bear with me a second. I'm not sure if there's a left and right specific. I don't see anything on them that says left and right. I generally don't use them on her anyway. But it looks like there's more clearance on one side of the peg than the other. So these tend to fit. Yeah, this seems to fit a bit better than the other way around. So you can see, you can angle the elbow so that she has the claws to the side, but it just looks awkward. Again, the accessories, some of the accessories work for these figures, some of them don't. But the figure itself is actually quite a nice design. So I'm not too familiar with this kind of iteration of Catwoman. I'm not sure if it's based on any comic book appearances. What's interesting is you can see there's actually a sculpted whip all around her waist, and you kind of get a similar whip for her to put in her hand. So it is kind of similar. Again, that big blob of white just makes it off-putting. Now, I will say her head is on a ball joint, but it's very tight. I feel like if I twist it too many times, the neck peg might snap on it. But you can turn it left and right. Arms are on a swivel and on a hinge. Elbows on a hinge and a swivel. You can go all the way around. Arms can go all the way around. Not too hindered by any of the sculpting. Legs can't really go back because of her cat butt, but can kick forward quite nicely. There is an upper thigh swivel, and there is a single knee joint with a swivel as well. Nothing in the ankles. I do wish these would have, that Spinmaster would add a wrist swivel at least, and maybe ankle forward and back, or ankle tilt. It would be nice. It would just make these figures pop a bit more. I don't mind about the waist swivel, that there's a lack of waist, but I do kind of wish they would just do a little bit more on the articulation. I know they tried to keep these to a minimum price point, because I think they're around, paid $12.99 for these over here, which isn't too bad. I think in the States they're around a tenner each. They're like just under $10, so that's not too bad. And then just for scale, I'm in the old tape measure, and you can see she's just around the 4-inch mark with her ears. Just those little cat ears really make her head pop. So because, as I said, and just in case you're just beware, just apologize, I have a bit of dermatitis on my hands if you're wondering why it's all red at the back. So just for other figures, I have a couple of other Catwoman. So here is the Arkham City one that Mattel did, if I can get her to stand. I'm pretty sure this is the one that came with an actual figure stand. So she had like a little round disc that you would put underneath her to help her stand. She comes with a very long whip. There we go. Get her to stand. Let's move her accessories out of the way. Here's the Julie Newmar 66 Batman Catwoman. And the other one I have is the Michelle Pfeiffer Batman Returns, again from the same line that this Catwoman comes with. And this is the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. I really love this figure. It's one of the best figure Catwoman kind of 4-inch figures out there. Julie Newmar one is quite nice. This one is good, except the articulation on it is kind of weird because it has swivel hips instead of actual ball jointed like they gave to this one. And again, with the feet, it makes her hand harder to stand. And then just for another size comparison with some other 4-inch scale figures, here's the Ellie Sattler, if I don't knock everyone over. Ellie Sattler from Jurassic Park line, well, the Jurassic Park Legacy line. Yeah, probably going to knock everyone over. Here is the Keating Batman from that same multiverse line. Here is one of the mercenary figures from the Jurassic Park line as well. And then for something a little bit different, we have Battle Damage Robocop 3, which I'll pop in the background, from Hiya Toys. And this is one of the figures from the, what's the name of this series? Oh, I can't remember the TV series off the top of my head. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. It's that strange kind of Twilight Zone style thing with the this woman in it as well. She's called was it Log Woman or something like that? I'm sure someone in comments will remind me who they're from. I just can't think of off the top of my head the series that they're from. It's a well-known TV series. I was running from the early 90s. But yeah, so there you go, guys. Quick video review for the Catwoman from Spinmaster Toys. As I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. And as I say, hopefully we have a better 2021 than 2020. So cheers, guys, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Cheers.